Hello and welcome to my first video of the year, which I believe, I'm probably wrong about this, but I believe it is Soviet Union game episode 4. So if it is episode 4, which I think it is, the final episode will be next week, on Friday. Just quickly before we start the video, I'm going to do the intro and then speak for a minute or so, and then we'll get into the actual video. So if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications when you do subscribe, so you get notified every time I post a video, and so you will never miss it. And obviously I said I wanted to speak for a minute here, so let me just explain what I mean by that. And that is what I sort of see potentially happening this year with this channel. Daily videos are not returning. I'm just not going to do that. I don't have the physical capabilities to have the space on devices to do that, or the actual ability to have myself filming daily for this type of video. I just can't do that. Because it was fun while I did it, but there were definitely downsides to it, and those downsides where I couldn't do as much as I wanted to outside of filming. As I wanted to do quite a few things that I just wasn't able to get done, because I had to keep every day I was filming and stuff, so it definitely took its toll, and it wasn't worth doing per se. I think weekly videos are better from that standpoint, and that's what I'll be doing. And I certainly think from not overloading you guys with just the same type of content, just it getting really boring quite quickly, weekly videos are better. Also, maybe there'll be one-off videos on Wednesdays. That's not yet confirmed. It's an idea I want to try, to see whether it will work or not. Obviously, Christmas Eve was on a Wednesday, and I posted a Jan Mayen video as a little fun one-off why not video, just to celebrate Christmas. And then I was planning on Wednesday this week to post a video on Millennium Dawn, which was going to be on China, and just doing a little China gameplay. However, my PC obviously ran out of space and was unable to record that video. I've since cleared the space, and it should be able to record this one, hopefully. So that's obviously very good. But hopefully that'll go over it. But just that's sort of an idea. Definitely, if I do the Wednesday thing, if I am to do any collaborations, it'll be a Wednesday video that would happen on, instead of a Friday one. And Friday is a general sort of weekly scheduled videos. Wednesdays, some weeks you might get one, some weeks you might not. Not fully sure about that one yet, but it's a potential thing that might happen, might not. Just let me know your thoughts on it. If you guys like it, then I might try and do one or two videos here and there. Maybe it's like once a month on a Wednesday I post a one-off video. I don't know, I'll figure it out eventually, as to whether I want to do it, and if I do, what the sort of schedule is for it. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the things I wanted to sort of say with my gaming channel as to what's coming and what's going to happen in the new year. I hope you obviously had a great Christmas and great new year. I hope you're looking forward to this year, and I hope it goes well for everyone watching. And with that being said, you can see here, I don't even know what type of flag that is. I was obviously playing a bit of Millennium Dawn off camera, because the China game that I was originally playing just completely crashed out and just refused to work entirely. So I started another one just to have a crack at it. I believe we're wanting to play this Soviet Union tag here from 1937. Could be wrong, might be right. I mean, I haven't played Soviet Union off camera at all. No like off camera gameplays or anything like that. So from what my knowledge is, this would be the correct gameplay. Yes. Okay, we've got Poland, we've got Czechoslovakia, We got Romania. Yeah, this seems about right. Finland as well. It'll seem even more right if we have, yeah, majority of Iran. We're still fighting Iran somehow. Oh well, we'll hop in. I'm gonna hope it all goes well here. It shouldn't go too badly. So yeah, this is obviously gonna be second to last episode. Here. Or last episode. I don't even know what episode we're on at this point. It's just been a very interesting time. Recently that I've just completely forgotten what I'm on in terms of episodes of the channel. But we'll get back on track and we'll get back to, more normal, regular videos now. Which is hope anyway. Yeah, this is definitely, I think this is where we left off. I mean, there's no recent Soviet saves, so should be alright. Oh yeah, we're fighting the British, and the British have got, yeah. This makes sense now. Yes. Where are we exactly? Handing out some casualties, but it's not as many as I might want. Iran is supposedly surrendered, which just doesn't exactly seem true, considering what I'm seeing in the background. It certainly isn't true. We've got Mongolia on our side, so that's good. We've at least got an ally to help us. I mean, I use the word help us very loosely there. Simply, no offense to Mongolia, but they are obviously Mongolia and haven't as many troops as we have, but, that's okay. It would never be expected that they would, because they're like 1% of our size. So it'd be ridiculous to expect that they have the same amount of troops as us, because they just don't. But that's alright. Which I've probably said about 20 times at this point, but I'm not going to say that's alright again, otherwise I will actually get annoyed at myself. Which is, yeah, we'll move on from that entire thing. So, where are we? Where are we exactly? How are the railways looking? Because the supply looks horrid. Like, I'm not going to hide away from the fact the supply just looks awful. We've got that there that should realistically build up some level of supply here. I mean, it's not the worst supply I've seen in my life, but it's nowhere near the best. It's just middle. We should really have a level 5 railway from Tehran to Moscow. Impose naval blockade. What have we done to the United States? Because the last time I checked, we ain't done nothing. I am never saying that again on camera. Ever. Nope. Nope. Right, so we'll build that up as a level 5. Which means up to that joint is now level 5. So we'll now skip that way up. That way we can build straight along here. I might build level 5 up to Baku at some point. I know the audio's got really close there. Just my phone tends to decide that it wants to, for whatever apparent reason, just turn its screen off, which is really fun. So I have to fix it every 5 minutes. But, that's fun. Not again, please. Right, so build that up as level 5. Build that up as level 5 there. Obviously, we've got level 5 going all the way along there. But if I take it from that point up here, bring it up to, that's probably about Stalingrad there. So that'll build brand new level 5 railway up to Stalingrad, which is obviously good. Where is Stalingrad? Probably about where we are. Then we need to go up again and look for Moscow, which we should find here. Yes, I found Moscow. Lovely. So if we take a level 5 railway up through to there, and then we basically upgrade that one, and then we just need to upgrade that railway there, and that's a complete level 5 upgrade down to I forgot around the capital's name. This is great. To Tehran. There we go. Finally got it. So I'll build that there. My screen would like to stop going off here. That'd be amazing. It's my phone screen because I'm recording the audio on my phone. Because that is the current way I'm doing it. Which is probably not the most easy way of doing it, but oh well, we're here now. We'll then build a level 5 railway down to there to connect that, and that way we'll also build a level 5 railway here, and then we'll also build one there, because that'll then up supply all across there, which will then help that out, so that's good. And then seeing as this is going straight into Tehran here, we'll upgrade that to also additionally enter more naval entry supply into the nation here, because effectively what we're trying to do is just build up the level of supply we have. We'll pause the game here in just 1 second about now. We'll do something you normally shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it just so we can build up some railway levels here, just to help supply a little bit, just to get stuff rolling, which should be good. The focus tree would like to load here, that'd be ideal. Thank you. Very nice. Let's see what we can do. We'll do that one. That seems about right. How are we getting on here in the front lines? We're not doing great at all. 20 cents lead is really not looking good on the front. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not exactly enjoying looking at it. It's just a bunch of troops with not much supply, just standing around not really able to do much because they're not able to get much supply. And then the more we're waiting around, the more the allies are moving in and just building up basically a brick wall we're not able to go through, which is what you'd expect them to do, but I'd expect to be probably near Karachi right now, but well, I'm not. So there's clearly an issue and it needs to be fixed, and that's what we're currently trying to do, is figure out a way of fixing said issue, which isn't going as well as expected, but oh well. Might have to turn the console command on again, which this console command, by the way, if you ever use it, the AI has full access to it as well, so they will make full use of it. So be very careful when leaving the game on with it. But I'm obviously doing it here to build up railways, to try and build supply here, which obviously is a risk to do. Build that up there. Just going to upgrade all the naval bases I can around here, in order to get the maximum amount of imported items in as we physically can. And I'll probably build another level 5 railway from one port down to the next, and then down to the next as well here, as we can see. That way it'll just help us spread the load out, rather than just sending it all into one naval dockyard which cannot handle it, or then send it into all three, which will be a lot easier for us to handle and use effectively. So very effective. We'll also build a nice railway up here, which should hopefully build a nice frontline compliant railway, which would obviously be quite nice. That supply hub needs help. It is well overloaded. We cannot upgrade it, which is unfortunate. What I might try and do here is definitely build a supply hub there. That way we can send supply in from beyond the front line supply hub here, which might help us out a little bit. I think instant construction is still on here. We'll leave it on once more, but that's it. Just to try and connect everything up and make sure everything's working and, you know, it's all on one page. We'll turn it off now, otherwise it'll give the AI too much of a boost and we don't want that. So yeah, you can see how that's immediately opened up the supply hub there. It's immediately taken a lot of pressure off it and put some of it into the new one, which is so good. And then you can see all of the ports along the line now are, well, except this one, which I'm not sure why that's so far behind. And naval base in... Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad? Railway bottlenecks. Tehran to Bushehr. So you're saying that's a bottleneck? Okay, well, I have a way of dealing with rail bottlenecks, which is build a new railway entirely. So we'll take it here and we'll just send it up to Tehran. Now if that continues to be an issue, we just build more railways. Build a little grid system. That should sort that issue out a little bit. Then if we've got an issue down here, we just sort it out with building a grid system. This is something I sort of used to do a lot more, but I tend to not do it as much now, because it doesn't really help, you know, too much. But if we have a situation where it's saying it's a rail bottleneck, I will do it, just to sort of clean it up a little bit. But generally I tend not to sort of weave the front line with just rails just going everywhere, because it generally doesn't help much. We'll also build up that to be level 5 up to there. That should hopefully help out a little bit. Also, we'll boost the supply hub here to be fully level 5 connected. That'll help out a lot. And then we'll build supply connection up through there. Now that's going to be also level 5. We'll effectively upgrade all our railways here to level 5 at some point, bit by bit. So that way we should have better rail supply through about everywhere. Obviously we turn instant construction off, so I'm going to turn that back on here, and hopefully it'll speed things up a little bit along the way. So that's good. Just going to pause it here, and I might build a couple of civilian factories, which will help a lot with building things and helping us move along with things here. I won't worry too much about nukes at the minute, so I'm not going to build any nuclear factories, but I will worry a lot about civilian factories and building them up with number, because it's important that we get some built here, as it will help us build the railways 100 times faster than we currently are. So we'll build some up like so. Basically just going to flood Iran with civilian factories, because it's probably the best place to do it. So be here in a second. This should help out a lot, because it will boost our building capacity from what it currently is by about 100%, so that's really good. Build up a couple more bits up to about there, and then we'll build just the start of the bit off Iran here up like so. Take that as well and just build along here and up into here like that. That'll do. I don't feel like building anymore. That should help out a little bit, hopefully. I mean, I'm not sure whether it will or won't. Should do, but we'll see here in a second. As you can see, that's horribly backed up again. Why is that? railway bottlenecks, Dagestan to Tehran and Voronezh to Stalingrad. They'll let themselves fix itself. It will all work out. There you go. It'll all fix itself in due time. Now if I turn the console command off here, we should see that the railways pretty much will begin to just be instant. Yeah, they're working a lot quicker now, that's good. Very good. You can see the supply is starting to really increase itself, which is obviously really good to see here. And then obviously everything's starting to upgrade very quickly, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, effectively just build a bunch of civilian factories and then build railways to about everywhere, and the supply will eventually sort itself out. He says, not either actually truly trusting that statement. Anyway, we should be in a way better position very soon. As soon as we can get the railway through Stalingrad built would be really good, because that's a real bottleneck we've got at the minute, and if we can get that sort of sorted, that'd be ideal. But we obviously have to wait a little bit for the factories to get it all working, which probably would help if we could build some more factories here, which I probably will go and do just to speed the process up even faster. So let's speed it up a bit here. We'll go over here and use most of this region to just build a bunch of civilian factories in. We're just going to fill the area up with civilian factories and hope that that will be enough to boost the railways back into working, which it should be. This should hopefully work here, because it should just be enough factories, hopefully. And we'll take some more of this territory down here into the building process. And there we go. Let's build it up along here and use this one as the last bit there. Actually, we'll connect them, why not? Let's just connect it, and then up here we'll expand a little bit more. Yep, there you go. It's not too bad actually. Okay, we'll just expand into this territory here and just take some more territory and basically put it on the civilian factories here, and hope this works. Should do. That should be enough. If that's not enough civilian factories, I'll be very concerned, but should be enough. Turn that off, and then should see them all build very quickly here. 400. I think we went a little bit overboard. There was a slight % chance that we may have gone slightly overboard with the idea there. I think 430 civilian factories might be slightly excessive. Maybe just slightly. We may have slightly overdone it there, but oh well. We should see the effects coming into play very soon. Oh, we're at lack of coal. Insufficient energy. We have negative 49 coal. Industry has 84% of the energy demand. How do we deal with that? I don't know. Well, we'll have a look. What's this? Reinforced electrical grid. So does that give Right, so that's reinforced electrical grid. What's the next one? High capacity? Right, okay, so let's pause the game here again. By the way, I've never used this before, so you're seeing me use it for the first time in active time. Let's go over to Ukraine, Crimea to be precise. Let's turn on that console command there. Let's take a high capacity electrical grid and plug it in here. And then we'll take Cursor as well, plug one in Cursor, because why not? May as well plug 2 in. Issue will plug 3. I don't know how many we're going to need, so we're just throwing a couple at the problem. So does that sort the problem entirely that we've got, which is the fact we're at severe lack of coal? Because does that double up as a solution for the problem with coal, or does that just act as another thing to be a partner of coal? Because if it takes away my need for more coal, then I'm happy. If I need to buy more coal, then I can also do that. That's not a problem. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's just, yeah, not really sure about that one. Not sure what the electrical grids actually give me. But oh well, we'll just trade in for more coal. Not an issue. Lovely. The nations they're giving me access to trade with, not ones I thought I was ever going to have to. We trade with the Germans, which, spoiler alert, something tells me in 1940-ish, that probably won't end well. I reckon the Japanese Empire, I might need more coal than Japanese Empire. Right, well, the Germans are the ones we have to trade with. So, turns out we're trading with the Germans. And we're trading with Shaanxi as well, because that makes sense. We're trading with 2 different people. This is fun. That's okay. We're back in levels of coal now that are acceptable. And the Empire of Japan declared war on China. Great. Yep. That's exactly what I needed after I just signed the trade agreement with China. Mainly Shaanxi, but anyway. This happens a lot. Let's just say I don't think we're about to be friends with Japan. Simply for the fact they've decided to go to war with China, and I've just agreed a trade agreement. Yeah, that's not going to go down well. Oh well. Building a lot of railways here, and they're going really fast now. So this is good. But yeah, this is going to go really well. Most of the railways are built, so we should have a lot of supply now getting to the front line. I'm just going to check here that we are fully on board at the front line. We could do with another supply hub here possibly. I'll just pop that in here to being built. Should be okay. It should handle itself to being built very soon, and that'll just help boost supply that little bit extra, hopefully. Hopefully we should be getting on with stuff now. I'm not liking the look of that. They're advancing at a rate I'm not happy with. Well, we don't really have the forces to go and deal with them. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can. Because we're currently fighting in Iran, and it's not looking great. And I'm trying to make it better, but, you know, it's not going well, I'll be honest. Could be going a lot better. I spoke too soon. It's starting to improve. Hopefully it will improve before the end of this video, because we only have 3 minutes left maybe, so it'd be nice if it could improve. I mean, I know this video has been a lot of me just trying to improve supply, which I was hoping it wouldn't be, but you know, these are the things you deal with when you are trying to quite a hot surviving for war. And there we go, we've got some more rail infrastructure that can be built now. So we will build a nice new batch of rail up and through here. That should help out there with all of that, and I'll just connect it in here. I'm making sure this is fully connected for the betterment of our advance here. There you go, we'll make sure this is looking a lot better. And then we'll build up here as well, just to make sure we've got a full, I'm going to call it a web of railways on the front lines here, which is good. Build down here as well. That way we should advance a bit with a bit more speed here, hopefully. He hopes. Still going quite slow here. Might have to hop in and turn on the previous console command to fix a few things. Right, let's get some things fixed. I'll leave it on just a little bit here in hopes that we might be able to reorganize our supply at a slightly faster rate. I'm hoping to get the system naval port. There you go, that's what I wanted out of the way. Now that's out of the way, I can turn it off. I just want to get the naval port out of the way, get that dockyard done. Now it's done, we don't have to worry about doing that dockyard anymore. Also, supply hub got complete in the background, so we're in a much better place than we were before. And now we can just focus solely on the railways and starting a solid advance forward, which I'm more than happy to do. We'll also grab the supply hub here and build one up here. That way enabling us to move up with supply to keep the forces advancing, which is obviously very important to us, because that is one of the main things we want to do here. And I've just realised we got 32 minutes into the video, and that's generally when I said we were going to be sort of ending videos now, which I'm going to keep to. So 45 minutes just doesn't seem like a great idea for a video length. I mean, you know, what are we really doing in that 45 minutes? Just talking about supply for 45 minutes ain't exactly fun. So yeah, we'll try and push a little bit more into the Raj here, hopefully. But yeah, video's pretty much coming to the end here. There you go. We've pretty much encircled a bit of the Raj here, which is a very good encirclement. Let's go and take care of that, and that'll probably be the end of the video here, after we complete the Raj encirclement. Which is good to see that we're pushing into the Raj at a decent pace here, which is quite nice. Oh dear. Well, the army's not happy, innit? But we should be right. Should have enough supply that we can continue advancing at a good pace. I'd like to finish off the rest of Iran and take that or encircle it. But you know, the big supply issue might be an issue for that one. But if I can at least take out the rest of the Raj, that'll at least pose a good position for us to continue to move forward here. I'm not liking the fact that I'm seeing behind the lines enemy invasions. That's not something I'm enjoying seeing. They haven't actually done any sort of invasions. Oh, Iran hasn't been encircled, that's quite nice. We'll complete that. I know British Raj encirclement has fallen here, but we'll put some focus on this Iranian pocket for the end of the video here, and we'll hope that we can get it pretty quickly. I'll have a little look at railway supply here, just to make sure we're crisscrossing all our railways nicely here. That needs an upgrade. That also needs an upgrade. Web that across to there. Build that down into there. That one can come up to here. Then we'll build that one up there. Then that will go down to there. That one will push across to there now. We are now taking the pocket, but we'll continue to build up the railway here so that we can keep up supply, which is good. Build that up there, build that across to there, build that there, and then that there, and that up to there, please. There you go. I mean, that's pretty good from a railway standpoint. You know, we've got a lot of supply now, which is really good to see. And the railways are building nice and fast, so very good. That's okay. We don't mind. We'll build trade influence with other people. Oh, well, Shaanxi no longer exists is the answer. It's not that we have low trade influence, it's just that they don't have much of a state left, if any at this point, because Japan's taken it. Which is not ideal, but we'll get around it somehow. Might have to trade with Japan, who knows, we'll see. Hopefully not. I mean, I'm hoping, let's have a little check at resources, shall we? Let's go in here, get rid of this in the background. We don't need to see all the railways and supply hubs being built. Where's the resources tab? There it is. I need to see where the coal is, because we need coal. Does the British Raj even have any coal? I'm hoping it does. Because otherwise I'm going to... Oh yeah, it does. It's just... It's a lot further than where we are. Right, so we've got to smash through the front line here. Oh, nice. Lovely. Well, this is going to be fun. The coal is very much on the eastern parts, the eastern side of India, which is just, yeah. It's what we needed, precisely, to you with what we needed. Anyway, it's currently 37 minutes into this video. I reckon it's probably time to wrap it up. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications when you do subscribe, so you never miss another upload from me. And I hope to see you all in the next video, which will be next Friday, which will be the final episode, I believe. If it's episode 5, it'll be final episode. If this is episode 5, then this will be the final episode. I've completely forgotten what number we're on at this point. So I think it's next week, but if it's this week, then this will be the final episode. If it's next week, then so be it. And this were actually an episode before if this is actually episode 3, then obviously it'll continue on to another week after that, but I doubt it will, because I think this is episode 4. So hope to see you all next week for episode number 5, which I think it is, of the Soviet Union game series thing, on HOI4, and I shall see you all there. Bye for now.